Welcome everyone, this is Master's Joke, also Master's Joke 75 on Instagram. So this is the Imperial Death Trooper retro collection. So I got this when it first came out, but I only ordered one set. So I've got one figure which is mint, and I always meant to buy a few more figures just because I you know, I've said it before, I love the retro collection, and if I had to choose a line that I had to stick with, it would be the retro collection. Now, I'm not as much of a fan of the new series figures, but one figure that I do love is the Imperial Death Trooper. It's one of my favourite figures, plus the Shore Trooper, which I'm hoping at some point they will issue it in the retro collection line. But no, I love this. It was I mean, Star Action Figures had been selling it for $9.99, and that was the cheapest I'd seen it. Never got around to ordering it, because one of the things with Star Action Figures, I like to order in bulk, you know, so that I don't have to pay the postage. And I just never got round to it, and then they were sold out, which is fair enough. I think it's a really good figure. But yeah, these were sold from these were sold at Game, $5.99 each, which I think is a complete steal. You're only allowed to order 3, and to be honest, I think, you know, I've got one mint. Three's enough. I just want it for my retro display in the toy room. But yeah, you know, I've not opened one of these, so I've not, you know, held one or inspected it, but I think it looks great. So let's get it open. Oh, so that alarm, that's a reminder, because I always forget to say it. I always say it at the end of the video, and to be honest, most people don't watch to the end. But don't forget to like and subscribe. It lets me know you care. But also, my wife says that I can give up my job if I get 1,000 subscribers. So do me a favour and subscribe, please. But anyway, let's get these open. So yeah, I mean, you know me, I'm old school. I like to just whip my my action figures open just like it was Christmas Day 1984. But yeah, it's the standard packaging. I mean, you've seen these before. Flimsy card. I mean, that is just so poor. It's such terrible quality for such a great figure. The image, which is, it's the same image as the Imperial Death Trooper that came with the Navarro playset in the vintage collection, as well as the is it the carbonate version. It's not a great image, let's be honest. It's a bit grainy, it's not sharp. They could have done better with it. It's a bit poor, really, the packaging, if I'm honest. But the figure, I think it looks great. So let's get him out. Let's get him out of there. Right, yeah. Right, let's have a look at that. Oh, it's really hard. It's so hard to focus. Yeah, I think it looks great. I mean, it's proper. I mean, I love the Death Trooper. I think the Death Trooper is a fantastic figure. I think it looks great. It's proper old school. It will look very at home with all my vintage Star Wars figures from back in the day. Yeah, you know, so difficult to focus, but there we go. It looks absolutely amazing. It's got a lovely sheen to it. You know, it's got no articulation whatsoever, but it's got nice paint applications on the, you know, the green and the silver. Oh, it so much reminds me of the old school standard Stormtrooper. I think Hasbro have done a fantastic job on this figure. Glad I was able to pick up a few for my collection. Really happy with it. Now let's get his gun. Oh, that's all fallen over. So there's his gun. Trying to get that in focus as well. So difficult. Right, there's his gun. So it's like an old school blaster. It looks like a new sculpt. I've not seen this gun before of any of the original line from back in the day, or any of the you know, the newer retro collection figures. But yeah, it looks good. So I'm gonna just set the figure up. So here he is with his two vintage collection brothers. So you've got the standard Death Trooper on the left hand side, and then you've got the carbonate Death Trooper on the right hand side. So yeah, my standard Death Trooper, I know it came out with Rogue One, but my standard one is from the 4-pack, and I know you also got a Death Trooper with the Navarro set, but I've left mine on card. But yeah, mine came from the 4-pack, and the carbonate one came from Star Action Figures. He was only $9.99, and I really rate this. I mean, I've done a review on that, so check that video. But I really rate the carbonate figures. Apart from the Incinerator Trooper, I think it looks a little bit Christmassy. But I've mentioned that before on the review. But no, this is a really good figure. Definitely worth picking up. $5.99. I mean, obviously, if you're not into the retro collection, it's not something you'd want to get. But because I've got such fond memories, and because I love the retro collection so much, and I love the original line, this will just fit in perfect with my displays. But yeah, let your eyes be your guide. Yeah, $5.99 from Game. You can only buy 3. Customer service with Game is shocking, but that's a story for another time. But anyway, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. As I mentioned earlier, don't forget to like and subscribe, because if I get to 1,000 I can give up my job. And I'll see you in the next one.